Okay, let's summarize what we have discussed in the last video. So we covered initialization comments, making a branch, staging a file, doing the commits and showing commit history. And these were some file related operations, right? Staging the file, unstaging the file, and after unstaging, reverting all the changes back. So these are all related to the current changes. Unstaging or even resetting all the changes, but not only the current changes, but also we can revert back to a specific version, right? Okay, and these two were the things related to not only a file but also the whole commit. So actually we can merge these two either to the last commit or last n commits. So how can we do that? We can either do the soft or hard reset, and we can go one previous starting from the last pointer, which was the last commit, the head, or specifying a relevant hash ID. So let's little bit practice on this last part. So I think I have done some more changes after we left. So let's see what is our current status now. I have three commits here. And new one file is modified. Okay, let's commit this as well. I don't know what I have done here. That's a unknown change. Okay, I'm writing and quitting. All right, now I have three commits. Okay, and why couldn't I commit this? Commit. Unknown update. Somehow it's couldn't do the commit. I don't know why, but this is the second change. Actually, let me try to do a new commit. So let's open our file. Okay, more change. Let's try one more. Okay, now I think I did the commits. Let's see. Now I have 4 commits. Very cool. And actually I can revert the last change, right? For example, what was it? This one. If I can check out to a relevant hash ID, for example, if I go to this ID, this hash, let's see what happens. Okay, this path did not match any file known to Git. Like, I don't know what happened in this commit, but I tried to go there, but the Git couldn't find this file on this relevant commit, right? So let's see what happened on that commit. So yeah, I think I deleted that file on that commit, right? And one of the recent commits after that, maybe I reverted back. So somehow on that commit, the file doesn't exist. So I couldn't do that. By the way, I guess we didn't use this git show before. So let's add here. And then since we could not find the file here, which one was it? EF, this one. Oh, not this one, the 05. This one? Yeah. So maybe let's try to go here, right? So actually let's try to do something else. We already know how it works. Let's try to go to a specific commit by pointing from head, like git checkout head new one txt. So what happens if I point to the head? Okay, it's updated with the head version, right? Because head was the very last commit and I didn't do any change after head. So there is no update after doing this. But if I try to go one back from the head, now it is updated. How? By removing this more change, right? And adding the second change. And let's go to the head again. So the very last change is reverted. And if I try to go to previous starting from the head, then the file couldn't be found. This is exactly the same as I was trying to do here, right? Trying to check out to the relevant ID. So let's try to go 3 backwards from the head. Okay, I suppose this is the very initial version. Let's see. Yes, only the first line and the others are deleted now. Cool. Head, or maybe even one, two, or n number of commits starting from the head, right? So this is not different from pointing to hash ID, but just in a different way. Not directly using the relevant ID, but going with the number of commits that we want to jump starting from the head. Very cool. Now let's practice this as well. So I have several commits, right? So actually all these commits are not doing anything, but just for unneeded update on new file. So I want to go back here. So what I can do is, we already know what I can do. I can just run a soft reset. Let's do that. Git. And if I point head, what happened? I still have 4 commits, right? Nothing happened because I pointed the head. So it was already the very last commit. But if I point one backwards from the head, then now I have 3 commits. The last is gone. So I erased, I totally wiped out. It feels a little bit weird, right? It is feeling somehow like erasing, like doing something secret. But this doesn't match with the soul of the Git because we should keep track of all the history. So let's try to do the same, but by keeping a track of history, not totally removing, not totally erasing. So what I can do is I can run revert, git revert head. Okay, now I have a warning here. It says like it will try to revert, but I have some changes. So let's stash them, and then I can apply the stash, right? So now my change is gone. It is temporarily saved somewhere, and I can do my revert now. Okay, now it is reverting the second update. So this is my commit message, right? So this is actually a new commit. I'm reverting the last commit, but reverting the last commit is again another commit. So okay, this can be my commit message. Okay, right quit. Now what happened? Let's see our file. It's empty because let's see the logs. Because here I had a second update, and then the second update is reverted. So I went to here, right? And if we remember, this specific commit was deleting the file, so I don't have that file. Now what I can do, I can even revert this commit. So I can go to here, right? So this will be now, this is head, this is 1 and 2 commits back from the head. Let's try to do that. This will revert a specific commit. Okay, write and quit. Let's see the logs. I have added this file, I have deleted and did a commit, but again reverted this commit. So these two cancels each other, right? and this will try to revert this commit. So I expect to go to the initial commit, which means the file should be a single line file. Let's see. Yes, I'm on the initial commit. So I did the resets again, just like I do here, by pointing maybe head or jumping to 1, 2 or n number of commits backwards from starting from the head. But this time I'm doing that with another commit, not totally removing, totally erasing the last commit, but changing the or reverting back the changes applied in a specific commit by adding another commit. And in the message we can apply state that it is reverting one of the commits. So what we have done here is git revert. We use head or 1, 2, whatever, right? And can I use a hash here? Let's see. For example, now it's a little bit messy, so let's create a new commit. Current updates. Alright, this file is changed, so let's add it and let's commit. Now I have how many? 5? 6 commits. Okay. And because these two were reverting and these two were the previous commits. So this is the very first commit, adding a single line, and here I added a second line. And now let's try to revert this one. Git revert, because I can do the same by just pointing the head, but also the hash of the commit as well. Revert recent update. Yes, looks good. And did I revert back? Yes, I did. It's revert. Just pass the hash ID. All right.